New Year's resolutions are hard, but the Xfinity New Year, New Gig sale is easy. Waking up the kids after a long winter break? Hard. But getting gig speed internet so you can stream, surf, and game all at once? Easy. Committing to a trendy New Year's diet? Hard. But finding your favorites on Xfinity X1, the easiest all-in-one entertainment experience, just by speaking into the X1 voice remote? Easy. It's the Xfinity New Year, New Gig sale, and it's simple, easy, awesome. To learn more, go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas.
Infirmary Media.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 86 of the Video Rangers podcast. I'm Mike Ranger and today we're going to celebrate a very, very special day because just a few days ago, Chris Ranger had a fucking kid. That's right, boys and girls. Chris Ranger is now in charge of a human fucking life and I could not be more happier about it. Congratulations to my good friend Christopher Ranger and to him, his wife, and his family. This is obviously a big step, and I'm sure all of you at home are wondering, well, what does that mean for the podcast? Well, the podcast is still going to keep going. Obviously, Chris is going to take a few weeks off because, his vagina's got to be in tremendous pain after the birth. So what could we do this week with no Chris Ranger? Well, we could certainly bring all of our friends in from Infirmary Media, VHS Bandits, Movie Madness Podcast, Mr. Throwback Thursday. We have an endless well of podcasting friends that we can call upon to fill the gap until Chris Ranger can come back. But what I wanted to do today was do something a little special. The reason Chris and I decided to do a podcast was basically because all these silly conversations we were having anyway. And we figured, why not just record some of this stuff? Maybe somebody might think it's funny. Maybe somebody might like it. Maybe we'll have something to say. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to do any of those things, but we'll keep trying. But honestly, a lot of the stuff, some of our best stuff actually never makes it to a recording. Most of it is done when we're doing sound checks. Most of it is done when we're on a break, like when we're outside just kind of talking about what we're going to do. But a lot of good stuff doesn't get onto the episode, and a lot of it's done when we're like doing a sound check. So what I wanted to do today was maybe play you a little bit of, what goes on when we do that, maybe some of the things we talk about. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to play a 15-minute clip of what we were talking about before we recorded the Rad episode. Before we get into that, I do want to play some promos from some of the guys at Infirmary Media, also from Mr. Throwback Thursday. So here we go. I'm just going to play a couple, and please be sure to go out and check out all these great shows.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and I host a show that's about jokes and stories and games. There's pirates.
Go fuck yourself.
There's swearing.
Hey, Zippo.
There's stories about poop. It's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood on crack. Blumpkin and Friends. We are on iTunes and Podbean at blumpkinshow.podbean.com or on Twitter at blumpkinshow.
What's up, dudes? Welcome to 3 Men in a Podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Blake.
3 Men in a Podcast are a proud part of the awesome Infirmary Media Network.
We're here to bring you the best new and obscure music, make some of our own, and make you laugh along the way.
We interview musicians and celebrity guests from all over the world.
So go to 3meninapodcast.com, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and subscribe to us on iTunes or your favourite podcast service.
3 Men in a Podcast. All the genres, all the ridiculous,
all the time.
3 Men in a Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Throwback Thursday from the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast.
along with my co-host Bill. Every Thursday, we bring you classic hip-hop.
Classic.
You know, all the good stuff, the stuff that you forgot about, the golden age, pre-golden age, back to the original era.
For all the pioneers, I'm going way back, way back, way back.
Each week, we bring you hip-hop headlines, so we let you know what's going on with your favorite artists from back in the day. We bring you Wu News. We dedicate an entire segment just to the Wu-Tang Clan every week.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
We bring you 2 records. One is a one and done. One is a record of the week. We give you an artist of the month. We give you all the classics.
Classic.
Come and check us out. Every week we're on iTunes, Stitcher, and at MrThrowbackThursday.com. And if you remember nothing else, always remember, new school stale, old school fresh.
I'd like to thank everyone for sending in those promos and allowing us to play them. Please go check out those shows. They're definitely worth listening to. Please go out and check VHS Bandits out, Movie Madness Podcast. You know, everybody over at Infirmary Media. You know, there's a lot of good stuff out there. And, you know, the 30 of you that are listening to this should definitely check out those shows if you aren't doing that already. So before we get started, before I start playing this clip, just a little background information. Chris and I had been talking about growing pains. You know, this kind of picks up in the middle of the conversation. So just a little bit of context. We were talking about growing pains, as we often do, talk about a lot of silly sitcoms. And Chris was just telling me the recent episode that he had just seen on TV, because he watches this channel that plays Golden Girls, Growing Pains, Different Strokes, and a bunch of other shit. Which is fucking great. I, of course, own most of this stuff on DVD. He's getting it for free, lucky motherfucker. Yeah, this is what me and Chris do all the fucking time, and this is why we started the podcast. We are never more natural than we are when we're not recording. I like to think of some of this stuff as like our Bob Dylan basement tapes. You're never more natural when it doesn't matter. You're just so fucking relaxed, and you can really hear how relaxed Chris is here. I don't pay no attention to me. I'm garbage. Chris fucking just was amazing for this 15 minutes. You know, the whole reason we started this podcast is like, one, you know, let's talk about the shit that we think is funny, that we think is cool, that we think is interesting. But let's also just, you know, because as you get older, you don't really get to hang out with your friends nearly as much. You know, you have your job, you have your family, you have kids. And obviously, Chris having a kid is going to change things. But, you know, we really do this podcast. And we do this podcast in person. We don't really do it over Skype unless we have a guest. And it's really just an excuse to get together with an old friend and talk about shit that nobody in their right mind should care about. So without further ado, I bring you Chris Ranger.
What was his name on the show again?
Kirk Cameron?
Yeah.
Mike,
yeah. I was like, what the hell happened to him? He was so cool. He was like the coolest kid on TV at that time.
Oh, he was great, man.
I mean,
he was hanging out with Michael J. Fox.
He's like, yeah, right.
They were riding around. Michael J. Fox's Corvette.
Is that a thing?
That's a true story. It's pretty fucking awesome.
He's like Mr. Teacher now. And his dad, like, he hurts his back. He's like homeless, the kid.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what exactly happened, but he like their foster family, and his dad's a truck driver, and his mom died. So he finally comes to see him, and he doesn't want to talk to him. He ends up hurting his back there, and then fucking Ben and his dad, Mr. Seaver, take his truck and drive it to New Jersey, 3 hours away.
Yeah,
like he's got a CDL.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. And I'm like, what? I'm like yelling at the TV, like, come on. He's a psychologist. Like, he can't fucking drive his fucking big rig.
Show me that smile again.
It's funny. He pulls up, and Alan Thicke and Ben are watching him park.
Yeah.
And he's like, he can't parallel park that. There's no way he's going to make it. He made it. It's like one of those.
So Alan Thicke drove a fucking...
He drove it.
16-wheel truck.
And like Ben is like, I don't think you can... You know, he's like, I don't think you can handle this truck. They're already driving it though. I don't think you can handle this. He's like, yeah, I can handle it. It's no big deal.
What does he do exactly? What is
he's a psychologist, and his office is at home.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm not buying that,
therapist.
Alan. Yeah, listen, you want to tell me that...
It was so funny. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you want to tell me that Alan Thicke can pen
just
a theme
like that.
song? Oh, yeah, I got you. But no way is he driving trucks. He's not...
Driving a truck.
No.
Semi, 18-wheeler.
Wow.
Full of tomatoes.
That's crazy. If I was him, if I had the ability to drive a truck with a CDL license...
all they had to do was like, yeah, when I was 18, I drove trucks for a couple years before I knew what I wanted to do. That's all they had to do. No, I gotta handle this truck. That's all they had to do, though.
Yeah, that's simple.
Like I wanted to see the world or the country or something. I did it for a year and a half.
My
That's all
father
he had to do.
My father was a truck driver.
He was trying to bond with his son too, so that would have been a nice little.
Yeah. Why couldn't he say?
They had to say.
Yeah, my dad was a truck driver. When I was a kid, I used to ride around with him.
Uncle,
he would arm wrestle guys.
We gotta do that fucking movie. All the movies I plan to do this. We haven't done. We're slowly of doing.
No, we're doing them now.
Yeah.
We're trying to find our feet. Like, I wish we waited to do Hamburger. I wish we didn't do it the third episode. Because we're still figuring out how to do it.
Do it again.
I think we should probably do that. Like a remix. We just redo the first 10. Oh, God. That is so funny.
Like, he's driving a truck.
He's driving a truck.
He can't do that.
This seems a little crazy.
Right? Oh, and better. So the episode starts out before the truck driver comes in, before he knocks on the door, and Kirk Cameron and Leo DiCaprio are playing Nintendo.
Yeah. And
Kirk Cameron holding the controller correctly, and Leo is holding it like this. He's playing like this. And I'm like, I'm sure someone played it like that, and if with the fingers. Am I recording?
Yeah.
Okay. He's playing it like with his fingers. The thumbs on the D-pad and your thumbs on the your other thumbs on the buttons.
All right. Well, theory.
And he's got his index and middle finger.
Is he playing like a space shooter and he's really trying to fucking
play it, but it's a Nintendo controller,
like an NES controller?
Yeah. All right.
It's
an NES controller.
Maybe he's playing Galaga and he's going between A and B.
They make it sound like they're playing a fighting game, even though those don't exist on Nintendo. Really?
Well, yeah. Why would you ever play a 2D fighting game on Nintendo? Remember
but
Double Dragon?
Like this, like
the fighting on that
fingertips.
Yeah.
Not a. Yeah.
Leo.
I was just like,
Leo, come on.
You're a jerk if you play like that.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't play.
That's how you play an arcade game. I guess I get it. It was probably a thing.
I hope he doesn't play with vaginas that way. Be interesting. We'll have to work that out later. I'll get back to the audience on how that works.
I just heard a boo from the crowd.
Yeah, no, nobody likes my jokes. Oh, man.
Bobby,
digit.
Use those digits, yo.
Oh. You swallow a whole avocado.
Leo was on. He had, like, when they were before Titanic, like him and like a group of actor friends, they're all kids. They were rampaging across Hollywood, and they were the Pussy Posse. That's what they called themselves, kind of.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's very true. Just basically trying to get laid anywhere. And think about it, you're like 18, 20 years old. He didn't graduate high school. He dropped out. He got a GED later.
Yeah.
But like, you're like 18, 20 years old, and you're just like, you got money, and you're just trying to get laid anywhere, and people know who you are. You're famous. You're semi-famous. He's not huge yet. Until like,
is this Romeo and Juliet yet?
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's been
What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Maybe
before Titanic. That's where he blew up.
Oh yeah. So before he died in the ocean.
Kid from just some of the people in the past. I think Tobey Maguire might have been in it.
Oh, of course.
The kid from Entourage, the little kid.
Entourage.
Entourage. Kevin McConaughey, I think his name is.
Yeah, sure.
He was in it.
That's a name.
Pussy Posse. He was on that fake Married with Children show.
Oh, with the stupid puppet dog.
Puppet, yeah.
Channel 11.
He was the fake bud.
WB.
Yeah, WPIX.
Yeah. But was it like the WB era where like the frog was on the log thing? Yeah.
Probably. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
Oh, my baby.
Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime girl. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me. I like that gag in Spaceballs.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I
when
like
it comes
that.
out of his stomach and it starts singing that. That was hilarious.
That was
no
good.
one expected that.
No. Oh, baby, tell
Show tunes.
Spaceballs.
Baby, my ragtime gal. Check, please. I love the idea of a truck stop in space.
Mm-hmm. I like that they're driving a fucking Winnebago.
They did so many things right in that.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
There's not that many Star Trek bits to it, but, you know.
There's a couple.
But
there's
not as
Planet-
much as Star Wars. Like all Star Wars,
well,
and then you got Planet of the Apes at the end.
But the thing is, I honestly
And
can't
probably
think...
stuff I didn't understand, like Battlestar Galactica. I probably just went over my head. I don't even know if there is any of that.
I just think that nobody makes a parody movie better than Mel Brooks.
Nobody.
I've never... like, everybody... Like, Scary Movie just was a good one-time watch, and I never wanted to watch it again.
It's been a while. I heard they were making another one. Of,
I think
Spaceballs.
that might have been a joke.
Maybe it was. It's been a while. I haven't looked it up, but
Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money.
He doesn't owe George Lucas anything anymore, or whatever deal he had. Because there's like dolls.
Mm.
Like they made action figures for it, not in like a mass produced, but
I am still trying to find a Spaceballs flamethrower.
Kids love it.
Yeah.
So here's my big idea.
All right, let me hear your big idea.
So I've been listening to Pink Floyd on YouTube a lot, right? And then I find these other channels where it's like this kids listen to it for like reaction videos.
Yeah.
And it's usually most of it's young kids. Usually, sometimes it's like most times it's a black kid.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't know. But they're like, and they always like it, and that's fine. But then there's like these older people who are watching it. Like there's one that's a couple.
Yeah.
And then there's these two older black guys who got to be like in like, I don't know, like at least 40 something years old. And that's fine. And they usually like it too. But then I checked out what other stuff they've done. And it's like, one of them, and it's all a lot of songs like that, you know. And like the one's like a Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck is 40 years old and hasn't heard a Led Zeppelin song? What kind of reaction video are these fucking things? Like, I get you don't listen to Pink Floyd or something, you know what I mean? But like, who the fuck hasn't listened to a Led Zeppelin song?
So it's a reaction video.
Reaction videos. And these are like 40-year-old men at this point.
And they've
but
never
they're
heard.
All right. Okay. What they don't listen to white music? I mean, is it white music? Just rock and roll,
Well,
whatever.
To be fair, we're almost 40. I didn't start listening to Led Zeppelin until I was like maybe 19. But
Same here. I'm about 20 years old.
Yeah.
But I've heard a song. I didn't know. I might not know who it was.
Yeah.
But I heard it.
Yeah.
And then I listened to like a whole album. I remember the first time I listened to a whole album, I was like, they do that song? They do that song? They do that? You know, I was like totally, it was like fucking amazing, totally like blew my mind.
So what's the idea? We're going to
we're gonna reaction video to new music. Because I couldn't name a rock band to save my life that came out in the last 10 years.
Have you heard of, I think it's like Greta Van Fleet?
No.
Or some shit?
Never heard of them.
So apparently they're like the next...
They're the next thing.
They're the next... but the next Zeppelin.
I haven't heard... Like Fall Out Boys, the newest band I know. It's a rock band.
Wow.
I couldn't tell you anybody.
Is Third Eye Blind a big deal anymore?
Yeah.
I
don't think so.
Matchbox 20?
I never liked any of those bands anyway.
You don't like Matchbox 20?
Like they make alright songs, but I'm not like going gaga over it.
Yeah. No, you're not like driving down the street. It's 3 a.m. It must be raining.
No, I'm not.
Said, baby.
Or not. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to Creed. Ugh.
Creed is the worst band ever.
It's Christian rock.
I would
Guy's
listen.
A hypocrite.
I would listen.
He does drugs and fucks women. He's a fucking hypocrite.
So
disguised as Christian rock.
Creed is the worst music ever. It is fucking dog shit. I listen to anything.
I get it. There's some good songs like they're catchy, like they get you. Like this morning, like that one.
It's not so much that the song is terrible; it's that he's terrible and his voice is terrible. And
I don't like his voice.
No, that's what bothers me most about that song is that he's on it. Give it to somebody else.
He's on it.
Yeah. Like, I bet you I would really
maybe he wrote it.
But he sucks.
Do they still do that? They still even write their own music and play their own instruments?
I don't think so. I don't think it's allowed.
They're like the Monkees now.
Yeah, but at least the Monkees eventually wrote their own music and did play their own instruments. But it's like
that's not even David Nevin's real hat.
Yeah. Fucking that. See, that's how far we've come. When like we used to look at bands like the Monkees like they were dog shit, and they are way more talented than these fucking people. Like it's just.
Dude, I listened to Pink Floyd. I think everyone else was trash. Like,
Pink Floyd,
newer stuff
Pink
though,
Floyd.
Especially like they're just it's like amazing.
Yeah.
Like I just been listening to "Shine On You Crazy Now." It's a fucking amazing. Like they're just it's amazing. I can't even. It's just an amazing song.
Pink Floyd is great. You just want to sit back, relax,
I
light
put
up
my
a cigar.
headphones on. It is great. Like zone out. I can't hear anything else but the fucking song. But like, yeah, give me some new rock. I want to hear it. You know, like what's because like I listen to classic rock on the radio. I don't even know what station you could listen to new rock on. Like we have another one that plays more modern stuff, like 90s, like WRRV or something. But do they play new stuff? Is there a radio station that plays new rock? Where is it?
I don't know. I don't listen to the radio. I listen to podcasts now.
That's what it is. No one does.
Yeah.
I'm only in the car for like 20 minutes at a time.
Do you know what I do when I'm like driving through the mountains?
What do you do?
I put on John Denver's Country Roads.
Country Roads.
And I blast it. Windows down. Wind flowing through my bald head, you know.
You're aerodynamic now.
Yeah, but I really do. It's such an enjoyable song to play when you're cruising through the mountains.
Yes.
Take me home, country roads. Oh, it's awesome.
Country roads. I wish I could sing.
Yeah, because then I would like just tour. I would, if I could sing, I would just go from bar to bar singing show tunes.
I wish I could just sing
show
good
tunes,
enough where people are like, wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
Not like I gotta make $1 million, but it'd just be cool if I could just do that. Like everyone would be like a little impressed.
Yeah, and I would just sing.
That's all I want.
I just want to sing theme songs from television shows.
And just
That's
be
all I
very
want to
good.
sing.
And just sound really good.
Just Growing Pains, whatever you want. You know, Perfect Strangers.
Cool.
Anything. Yeah.
Would you want to be like a rock star or like a sports player?
Rock star. Career's longer.
Yeah. Well, baseball player is good.
Yeah, but
you have a long career.
Yeah, but you're traveling on the road. All these. I don't know. I like that.
It's a long season.
Yeah, it's a long season. That's a long season to be wearing one jock strap.
I just think like Hot Tub Time Machine where he just puts himself in fucking in Motley Crue.
Yeah.
I thought it was just so fucking funny, man. What did he do with Vince Neil? I need to know these answers.
I love in that movie that when he's trying to kill himself and he's playing that.
That's the best part. I love it. It's great.
No way!
No way! He's revving up. He got his old fucking Camaro and revving the fuck out of it.
Oh, that's this is gold.
That's sold. When that part came out, that's what sold me. Like, oh, I like this movie.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens, though. It has to be a part that comes up. Like, you're watching a movie. You're like, all right. Like, oh, okay. I like this movie.
Yeah.
Something has to, like, happen.
Something has to click. Something has to click. And that happened to me with Repo Man. The opening scene when the cop is looking in the trunk and everything, I was like, I like this. I don't know why. But same thing in Big Trouble in Little China. First time I saw that. It's like, ooh, thunder, lightning gods. Guy blows up. It's awesome.
Guy who blows up. He just gets so mad.
Yeah, gets so mad he explodes.
All right, you want to get on with the show?
All right, hold on a second. Let me save all this.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty, stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're on top 'cause we play to win.
Hey, Mikey, it's me. Just calling to say I listened to the Rat episode. It was a great episode. You could tell, like, you're more comfortable with Deep there. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you were on your A game. It was great. It was a great episode. So I just thought I'd tell you. All right, homie. Talk to you later.
Infirmary Media.